What's going on, everyone? It's Eric from Full Mount MMA. Today I am joined by the machine himself, UFC Bantamweight, Merab Dvalishvili. Merab, how you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for joining us. So we actually just got some pretty crazy news just now. UFC 249, I believe, was just canceled. So I guess I just want to get your initial reactions to that. Are you surprised to see that? I mean, it's obviously disappointing.
Yeah, that's bad news. The bad news because I was motivated because of this event. Like even I was hoping if they need me, I was ready for jumping, and that was like motivate for everyone. Like everything sports stuff in the world, and the UFC was keep going. But I guess it's it's. It's not happening, I guess.
I guess it just wasn't meant to be. So another big news that just dropped this morning. Jose Aldo is out of his scheduled title shot, the title of your division, Bantamweight. He was supposed to fight Henry Cejudo at UFC 250. They actually gave that fight to Dominick Cruz. What were your thoughts about that matchup? Were you surprised to see? I mean, Dominick Cruz hasn't fought since 2016, and it was a loss. Were you a little? I know a lot of people were kind of upset by that. What did you think?
Yeah, same thing. I don't think I think Dominic Cruz don't deserve a title shot like straight because it's so many guys are ready for like Aljamain Sterling, Marlon Morales, uh, Peter Yan, and even Cody Sanhagan. I mean Aljo is number one. To Yeah, Aljo because he's and I mean Dominic Cruz. But I guess this is what it is. I don't know. Yeah.
So yeah, you train up in New York with Aljamain Sterling and Sarah Longo over at that gym. Obviously, it's not open right now because of the whole coronavirus situation. Being in New York, how has that really affected your day to day life, and how are you trying to stay positive during this whole situation?
Yeah, I mean, I live here Long Island. Here, it's everything seems quiet, but around me, a lot of people I know they have a virus and they sick, and it's very. I mean, it's scary because who knows? Like if I mean, who knows? Like it's very dangerous. But I'm trying to keep training. Keep stay positive. Like do my thing. Like do some homework and. I'm training every day. Like I'm more focused of myself, and yeah, I'm just stay positive, and I know we can win.
It's a great outlook to have. You're actually doing some home training with Aljamain Sterling and his brother.
Right.
I know you had to stop that recently because his girlfriend works in the medical field. You didn't want to, obviously shelter in place is there for a reason. So how have you been staying in shape, sort of training by yourself? I know I saw some workout videos on Instagram, but what kind of things have you been doing yourself?
Like I training every physical workout. I have a like my backyard. I have a punching bag. I'm trying to hit this, and I do like a lot of push-ups, pull-ups, and running, shadow boxing, and everything physical workout. But I just realized every day, like working physical, it's like now I'm tired every day. It's like different because I used to be training twice a week, like workout, and that was good, but and then other days I was training wrestling, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, mix every day, But right now, every day, like same thing, like lifting and running. It makes me a little tired, a little bit than usual.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable. So, have you? I'm sure you've been keeping in touch with your teammates. Have you and your teammates, just when you guys talk, has it been kind of harder to keep that focus? And obviously, it's harder training at home than at the gym
Yeah,
with everybody. But
yeah.
has it been harder at all to sort of get up in the morning and train every day when there's really nothing to do but sit in the house?
Right, but I think yeah, they still training. Like let's say Matt Matt Prevola, he has a fight. I think I believe April 20. I'm not sure. He has a fight. He was scheduled a fight. He has a fight in UFC, and he's still training. He's training uh, with I believe with one hour teammate, like he's sparring and stuff. But it's a little hard the weight cuts, like this training,
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alaya Quinta, he lives with our friend. He also fight there, and they are training together. So and Aljamain Sterling, yeah, he's still training, with his brother, and yeah, I used to go there too. But and then like my close friends, they try to keep training and stay strong.
Well, that's great to hear. It sounds like you guys are keeping it together over there. So, I mean, obviously, we just got this news about UFC 249, but you had mentioned earlier this week that you were kind of open to the fact of, maybe going over and fighting in some of these fights that Dana White's been pulling together last minute. Was there anyone in particular that you were looking at fighting for these fights during these crazy times right now?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I was ready, and I'm still ready. If UFC need me, like I'm ready. Because like I said before, like if yeah, truth is I'm not training good, but nobody training's good like this time. I don't think so. And uh, yeah, I mean I love fighting. I miss fighting. So and then this is a little bit like action. It's like something different, and then I will be happy to take like this short nose fight and like this fight and challenge myself. And I don't have anybody specific, and I do have some guys, but I don't think this time those guys will take fights. So, but if someone wants fight, like yeah, I'm ready.
Would anything worry you in particular about, sort of the logistics of fighting during these times? I know you mentioned in another interview earlier this week you were kind of worried about your roommates getting sick. You didn't want, to spread it around them. But does anything else like, weight cuts, the actual getting out to wherever the fights would be, does anything really worry you at all about this whole thing?
No, actually, no, I'm not worried. I'm positive. I'm not, I'm very careful. I have everything like every time I go grocery store, I have a gloves on, mask on, and I do everything right. Um, I don't hang out with new people, and I'm not going public. Trying to stay home and with people I live it. So and like I'm not worried about anything except yeah, exactly. I don't want to get this one and then give it to my roommates, and like they like that. That's all. And but weight, I can training, I can cut weight. It's not a problem for me.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, before the whole UFC 249 thing happened, we were supposed to see Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje. I guess I'll still ask you anyway. I mean, that was on paper. It's not Tony and Khabib, but it's stylistically a really awesome fight. Two really exciting fighters.
Mm.
How do you think they match up with each other? Who do you like in that fight?
Wow, that should be good fight, but like unfortunately it's not happening. Looks like, but I think Tony Ferguson has more chance, and then I was hoping that he can win because I want to see Khabib versus Tony. I want to see so bad do this fight, and but it's a big risk fight for Tony Ferguson, because he like uh, lose loss with Justin Gaethje, he's gonna lose everything. But loss with Khabib, he still, they will still give it to him big respect. Anyway, he's gonna get big respect even loss or win. This is big fight, but it's a short nose fight, different opponent. It's like when you are like um, interim champion, it's a big risk to fight like this, like dangerous fighter.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
he's a warrior. That's what he's a warrior. He's crazy. He's he's a like an amazing fighter. That's what show us because he takes this fight. He don't care.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to ask a little bit because you're from Georgia, your whole family's from over there.
Mm.
Has it been? Have you gotten the sense that maybe it's hard for them being so far away from you, especially during this whole the coronavirus situation? You being in New York obviously doesn't help things. And do you kind of worry about them on the other side of the world right now? Like, how are you guys dealing with being so far apart?
Right. Of course, I worry about them because I have older friends, but they are safe. Like they good. Actually, in Georgia, they prepare more like I mean, whole country is paralyzed. They're not working. They're not moving. After 9 p.m., you cannot walk outside. Doesn't matter what, and even no cars, no people, and. It's just a lot of rules they make, and then I like it's very little numbers, very little cases. It's not too much. So, and then they all, you know, they all doing good and smart. So, and then actually they like my close people, they worry about me because news every day show the New York is going crazy, and then they they worry about me, but I'm fine because I'm doing smart. And
Well, that's good to hear. One final question. Once this is all said and done, all this craziness is over, and this all returns to at least as normal as it can be after all this, what's the first thing you're going to do when quarantine's done?
I'm gonna go my gym. Like maybe like I miss my gym. I miss my team, Serra Longo team, and that's all I miss. To go gym and training with my teammates, to wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, and even date girls, or like go out and do have fun, and see your close people, and I mean, with so many things more. I can go travel, and then some, it's we're missing a lot of things, but hopefully we're gonna go through with the less like less people getting sick. Hopefully, they will find something like a medicine or something. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully it's looking up from here. So that's all the questions I got for you today, Merab. You got anything else you want to say to the Full Mount MMA fans and all your fans as well? Anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, I just want to say, stay strong, people. Stay positive. We're gonna go through this.
Oh, there he is, the machine, Merab Dvalishvili. It was great talking to you. I can't wait to see you fight again. We're going to link your social media down below. It should be under your face, too. And if you guys like this content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA. Merab, thanks again. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.